If you were looking for a review video on the Epson EcoTank 4950, then stay tuned, you won't want to miss this video. In this video, I will be unboxing, setting up, and reviewing the Epson EcoTank 4950. This is an impressive printer and is also a new model in the Epson EcoTank lineup. Let's get into this video and talk about all the different features that this printer has to offer. Hi there, the Printer Guy here, and if this video ends up being helpful, please make sure to like. Any questions at all, comment below, and if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. Also, there will be product links down in the description below, one being for this printer and other products I end up talking about later on in this video. Right out of the box, the Epson EcoTank 4950 has a new sleek design on the outside. And on the inside, this printer has a lot of the core features that make the Epson EcoTank lineups so great. And of course, new and improved with added features, faster print speeds, more capacity, and a better quality with your photo printing and regular printing as well with your black pigmented ink that I'll talk about later on in this video. But getting started, we are powering this printer on. You are going to receive the printer, power cable, and startup ink with this printer right out of the box. Now, if you have a smartphone, I highly recommend that you set up this printer with a smartphone. But if you don't have a smartphone or you don't use a smartphone, that's okay. You can still set up with a USB cable. There is a USB input at the back of this printer still, but you really have to go one of two ways. You either set up with the USB cable directly on a laptop or PC, or you do the mobile device. There's really no other way to set up other than those two. So you're connecting to your Wi-Fi, go through all of these prompts. Really, this is self-explanatory. You're just gonna go through all of the steps. The first thing that we're gonna come across is we need to fill up the ink. And I do wanna talk about the ink and the differences with the ink that the 4950 comes with compared to previous Epson EcoTank models, especially down the line with the 4000 model specifically, because of course there is the 4650, the 4750, and the 4850, and now the 4950. So as you can see with the app, it's actually directing you every step of the way what you need to do with the ink bottles, everything like that. Of course, in this video, I'll show you everything you need to do. If you want a more in-depth ink installation video, I'm going to be linking down in the description below to a specific instructional video where I kind of talk you through what you do with each color. And it's really just the same process of what you just saw on the screen there. But of course, if you're doing this for the first time, you may need additional support. So that video is there for you. So this black ink is a very particular and special because it's pigmented ink. The rest of these colors, cyan, magenta, yellow, they are dye-based, but the black ink is pigmented-based. And that means that you're going to get much higher photo quality, much higher print quality in general with your other prints, but specifically your photo prints. I also did a video separate from this one, testing out the print quality on this printer using this ink. So in that video that is linked down in the description below, you'll be able to see the print quality and the other prints I was able to do and the quality that this printer is able to produce with this ink. It's going to be a much higher quality compared to older Epson EcoTank printers. So make sure that your ink is all the way to that top line. As long as it is, then you can move forward with the setup. Moving forward, that ink is going to charge and initialize into the system. So that's going to need about 3 to 5 minutes. Allow that to happen, and then you can come back and you will then want to set up Wi-Fi. Select yes and go through all of the prompts. It makes it really easy for me making this video because all the prompts are already in here to connect to Wi-Fi, install the ink. All the things that you need to actually start printing really are already built into this prompting system. So you select your Wi-Fi, put in your password, and then we're moving forward with actually setting up the Wi-Fi all the way until completion. See, there wasn't much for me to explain there. It's really all in the app. So I highly recommend setting up with the app. Again, it's going to make things really easy for you. Okay, now we transition from using your mobile app to actually going on the display of the printer. On the display of the printer, you will have some new prompts. Now it's going to ask you to do an adjustment. You can adjust or adjust later. You can go through some of the other promptings like the maintenance items. You also are going to select your paper size and type. These are things that are important to actually get started with printing. You want to select your country for fax use. You can set up fax as well at this time, or you can skip it like I opted to do. And now at this point, you should be able to have access to your home screen and begin using this printer normally, printing regular prints or photo, faxing, anything you would like to do. Here we are under maintenance. There's a lot of options here. You can fill ink, which is after it initializes, it uses some of that ink, and you may have some ink left over in your bottle. This is a good time to top that off to the top line and even a little bit above if you'd like. Now there is going to be Best Printers ink linked down in the description below. This is going to be high quality ink that is comparable. Most importantly, it's going to be a lot less expensive when it comes to actually purchasing ink. You could probably buy 3 sets of the Best Printers ink versus your Epson ink. So that is an option that is available down in the description below. One important feature to mention is that this printer is able to print 18 pages per minute black, 9 pages per minute with color. Comparing that to a lower model like the EcoTank 2980, you have 15 pages per minute black and 8 pages per minute color. So you've got a gain there. And then with the older Epson EcoTank 4000 models, this is a big jump from there as well. You also have better Wi-Fi connectivity with this printer, 250 sheets of plain paper that you're able to load into this front paper tray. And of course, that number goes down when you're using photo paper or cardstock, but still a lot of capacity there. We've been using it this whole time, but this display, this 2.4-inch display, is a touchscreen display, as you can see here as I'm demonstrating, versus the other Epson EcoTank models that don't have touchscreen. I'm talking about the 2980 and the 3950. Now, one of the biggest marketing pieces for the Epson EcoTank lineup is that you get thousands and thousands of pages additional when you go with an Epson EcoTank printer. Well, that number has boosted up. You can now expect to get 8,500 black pages of yield and 6,500 of color. That's a really big increase, and that really is going to be worth the money, in my opinion. If you're deciding to upgrade or if you're getting this printer for the first time, you're getting a really good bang for your buck. Of course, you also have a glass scanner and an automatic document feeder, which is that feeder on the top that will allow you to scan multiple pages at once into one PDF. That's really helpful if you're needing to do something with multiple documents or multiple pages within one document. Now, one report that would be really important before you really started using this printer heavily is the nozzle report. To find this option to print off a nozzle report, you simply go to maintenance and there should be an option for printing off a nozzle report. And that should get you to the point where you can actually start using this printer and make sure that everything is running properly. Now, another great feature about this printer is the access to the maintenance box is very simple. Now, you should become familiar with what the maintenance box is. You can go under maintenance and check remaining capacity of maintenance box. This is where all of your leftover ink goes, essentially, to make it really simplified. And to replace this, you'll have to replace this at least every 6 months or a year. With heavy usage, you can actually replace this very easily. There's a panel at the back left corner of the printer. You can remove that and actually swap out this maintenance box. Now, Best Printers does offer a compatible maintenance box for the Epson EcoTank 4950 at an affordable price, a good quality product that will be shipped out to you very quickly with Amazon shipping. And so that is going to be available down in the description below. There's a link for this product and various other products I've talked about here in this video, such as the compatible ink for this printer, the printer itself, and of course, there's going to be the links to those other videos that I talked about here in this video, the ink installation, the print quality, and I also have a video showing you how to repair and fix this printer should you have issues down the line. So you're covered on all fronts. At the back of the printer, like most printers, you have this paper release section. If you have a paper jam, you can easily clear it. And as I said, there is that USB input that will allow you to connect directly to a laptop or a PC. Also a LAN connection, and you also have your fax connections as well. So a lot of the new mixed with some of the old, the newer, sleeker design, the newer features, better features, but you have a lot of the older features that are very much useful still today and probably will always be useful. All right, so I really hope that this video ended up being helpful. We've talked about a lot of the different features that this printer has. We've talked about some different products, and I've directed you to some other videos. Should you need more explanation, more instruction in some other areas, be able to see what this printer is able to produce with the print quality or installing ink, along with also doing a repair. If this video was helpful, please make sure to like the video. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. I handpicked 2 videos that are here on the screen for you to watch next. Also consider subscribing to this channel. There's so much helpful content for you if you're a printer owner, and it's just good to have a resource like this for you in the future, whether you're dealing with a printer that's not printing well or you need more printer recommendations. So I look forward to seeing you again in another video.